So this list is to help you see and pinpoint your behaviors and understand the selfishness in them, so you can wake up and catch yourself and begin to change. And when you are married to a good man, he will be right there waiting for you. And you will see the delusional reality that you have been living in, thinking he is the problem and he's the selfish one and he's the uncaring, unloving one. When you have to understand a good man's nature is all he wants to do is love and care for you and show you that, but you're pushing it away and not letting it in. And for good men to see your wives using this list, to see her selfishness, not to make her wrong or bad or make yourself a victim, but to know you're not the problem in her feeling uncared for and loved for. Good men spend their time and energy and focus trying to make their wives happy, trying to do all the things she says that she needs to be happy, hoping if they do just enough or they do it right enough, that their wife will bring down those walls and re-engage and the woman they married will be there. When you understand the reality, it's not you. It's not something you're not doing or missing or lacking that she doesn't feel loved or cared for. Then you can stop throwing your energy and actions into an empty bucket and put that into yourself to rebuild your strength and confidence that has been sucked out of you and your wife's selfishness. But again, 10 selfish behaviors married women have. Number 1, being controlling, meaning micromanaging and being so rigid to need everything our way. So we can do this by going behind our husbands if they're cleaning or tidying up in the house and refolding the towels or repositioning the couch cushions. Micromanaging what our husbands wear or how they do their hair or how they do a task, or I often like to use the example of like how they, chop an onion in the kitchen or chop vegetables for the dinner being made, from, what you eat to what's in the house, what you're allowed to watch or not watch. But we are very, very controlling and micromanaging. Number 2, being emotional, meaning feeling entitled to our highs and lows, our moodiness, our bitchiness, and how selfish that is, and doesn't take into consideration how that affects our husband, how that affects our kids, what it's like to be around us when we're moody and bitchy and emotional. And just letting it spew out and feeling no responsibility or accountability to be in control of our emotional state. Number 3, withholding sex. That we feel entitled to not have sex and deny the very needs of our husband. And how selfish that is. Number 4, and selfish behaviors married women have. Number 4, not taking care of ourselves. It is shocking to me. And I work with high-level women. I work with high-level, successful women. And it has been astonishing to me how they will share, and bless them because they're vulnerable. And I had to see some of these things as well. But not showering every day. Just especially stay-at-home moms or women that don't have to work who are married, staying in pajamas all day, not getting dressed, not shaving regularly, not brushing our teeth or washing our face at night, taking care of our skin. And that's a selfish behavior that we have in marriage. It's not just us, but we treat it like it is. That's that universe of one. Number 5. I'll have to spend a little time explaining this one. But number 5 of our selfish behaviors we have as married women, putting ourselves last. And you might think, wait, what? Isn't that the act of being selfless? But it's not. And here's why. Because as women, we purposely put ourselves last and run on empty in our lives to play the martyr, to say, look at how much I do. I take care of everyone. No one takes care of me. And the problem is when we put ourselves last as women and we run on empty, we barrel through life, sped up, not thinking through our choices, not thinking through our needs, not thinking through our priorities in life when we make really poor decisions and make a mess out of everything. But in that, we drain ourselves. And when we are drained and running on empty, we are not kind. We are short, edgy, bitchy, emotional. And in that, we blame everyone else for our internal experience of being empty, drained, resentful, no time for ourselves, feeling like a victim, feeling confused about life and lacking clarity. That's what the experience of putting ourselves last creates. And then we are no fun to be around. And then we resent our decisions. We resent the commitments that we make, and we don't treat people well. Number 6 of our selfish behaviors as married women, being a helicopter mom and putting everything into the kids so that there is nothing left for our husbands. Women have children as a distraction from their lives, from the marriage, which is incredibly unfair to the children and incredibly unfair to the husband. And then we put everything into it so we don't have to be in the marriage. This also shows up in having pets and treating the dog better than you treat your husband. It also relates to having a lot of friends and putting all your time and energy into your social life and into your friends so there's nothing left to give your husband. And this is why the empty nest years are so difficult as a woman, because we've distracted ourselves with our kids, with friends, and then the kids leave the house and then there's your relationship. And you've been sucking out all the love from it for years and years and years. And then you have to actually face the marriage and your husband. Number 7 of our selfish behaviors as married women, only wanting to do what we want to do. That every choice we make is self-serving and never considering what our husbands might like or want to do. Even if we give the impression we're giving them a choice, we're manipulative and deceptive to get our way. Number 8, moving to be closer to our family. That our needs are more important than everyone else's. I talk to men who have left $1 million businesses that they have created, left land where they put their roots down and thought that's what their wife would want to make them happy. And not too long ago, I talked with a gentleman who his wife always wanted to live on a ranch on a river, and he built her this beautiful ranch, lived on a river, and then she wanted to move to be closer to family. So in that, our needs are more important than everyone else's. Number 9, having no financial responsibility and feeling entitled to be taken care of financially by our husbands, regardless of our behaviors and how we show up in the marriage. And number 10 of our selfish behaviors as married women, not valuing the opinion of our husband and letting our husband lead. That we wear the pants and what we say goes. That's incredibly selfish, because we can't realize as women that how a man shows his care and love is through leading and being in his natural ability to lead. And we pull that away from them and weaken them to the point where they can't lead. So those are the 10 selfish behaviors married women have. And like I said in the beginning, I thought of a lot more after I came up with that list of 10. So I hope I came up with the right ones. But some that I thought of were never taking accountability for our actions and behaviors and always blaming and making our husbands the problem. Very selfish. Not acknowledging and seeing the ways that our husbands care for us and all that they do. So that's another way that we are selfish. Always being on our phone and disconnected and checked out when we're supposed to be spending quality time with our husbands. Those are a few extra. I think there were a couple other, but I didn't write them down. But please let me know what I missed. We got a lot. Hello again. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today. For those women listening who know you are the problem and you want a path forward to change your woman ways and truly be happy in yourself, I have a course for women called the Happiness Program. And the Happiness Program teaches you to resolve the unhealthy relationship you have with yourself so that you can be the solution to the issues and challenges in your marriage and your life. You can find the link in the description below to learn more about the course and apply to enroll. For the good men listening who want a way to take back the power you've unknowingly given away to your wives, I also have a course for you called the Marriage Rescue Course for Good Men Only. And the course teaches you how to rebuild your strength and confidence so that you can navigate the relationship with your wife in a healthy, constructive way. Again, you can find the link below in the description to learn more about the course and apply to enroll. Again, thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.